In this video, you're going to learn the easy way to build successful sales funnels using WordPress. And in this tutorial, we're going to walk through Cartflows, which is a relatively new, almost brand new funnel building system for WordPress. It's a WooCommerce extension, which means it's just a plugin that goes into your WordPress dashboard, and it works like any other WordPress plugin, which is a fantastic thing as you're getting more and more familiar and advanced in WordPress. So specifically in this tutorial, we're going to take a dummy website. Let me just show it to you real quick here. So here we have a website that's built in Elementor using the free Astra theme, and we're going to create a sales funnel here that's going to include a discounted offer for new people, new visitors to the website, and if they take the offer, we'll give them a little bit of an upsell at a steep discount using the one-click functionality that's brought into the sales funnel. Now, if you're not familiar with sales funnels, I'll link in the description of this video as well as in the blog post accompanying it with more different types of sales funnels you can implement and how they can really be game-changing for your business. Okay, so that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and show you what we got working here in the dashboard. So this is just a dummy website. There's a few plugins here. That's something I kind of use as a sandbox environment. But the important thing that we're going to talk about here is we have Cartflows installed. This is the Cartflows Pro version. We also have WooCommerce installed. So what we're going to do first is let's create two products. Let's create three products. Let's create the original offer, the thing that you're going to try to sell people on, and then we'll create a bump, which is something that is brought in during the checkout page where they can say, hey, do you want the printed copy for $5 more or whatever the case might be. That's a bump offer there. And then after the checkout is completed, we'll give them a one-click upsell as well. So let's create three products. And in this example, we're going to sell something pretty simple. We'll start out by selling, secret book revealed. Just a silly little made up product. It'll be a virtual downloadable product. And let's say we're going to charge, let's say we'll charge $97 for the book initially, but we'll create a coupon code to show you some additional functionality where we can put it on sale as well. So let's set a product image here. And let's find a little book. Let's say that this convert course book is going to be the ebook that you're selling. So we'll publish that product. And we'll just remember Secret Book Revealed is the name of that product. Let's create a bump offer. And let's say this is going to be a downloadable worksheet that goes along seamlessly with the book that they just purchased. So we'll call this ebook companion worksheet. That works. And this will be a $27 value. Also a virtual downloadable product. Let me get my mouse pad over here. Okay, so $27 is the standard price. We'll put some discounts on that as well. So we have our initial offer, we have the bump, and now let's create an upsell. And we'll call this just a one-on-one consulting session with me. And that'll be what we sell. And this is going to be a virtual, not a downloadable product, but it'll be a virtual product. And let's say this goes for $297 because our time is valuable, right? And we'll publish this product as well. Now, I'm not adding descriptions and all of that because using Cartflows, we don't need to use the default built-in WooCommerce experience. We're going to have our own experience that we create and customize using Cartflows. Okay, so we've created the products. Let's create a quick coupon. And let's make this coupon apply to the ebook. So we're going to go here to add coupon. I've got a lot of notifications here because I haven't really set this store up fully, and we'll call this 80 off thanks, and this will be an 80% discount. Obviously this is not going to be necessarily best practices on how to set up the sales itself. It's just more of a technical tutorial, and we'll limit this here, usage restrictions, there we go, for ebook. What did I call it? I think I called it success. I think revealed is in there. There it is. Secret book revealed. Okay. So that'll be only for that product there. And we'll publish this. Okay. So now we have our three products. The next step in setting up the sales funnel is to actually go into Cartflows and start building our flow. Let me go ahead and Go full screen here to give you guys more room to look at. And this interface is very simple at first. You just have the ability to add new import or export flows. And these are some new features where you can actually design something once and share it or redistribute it or use it for clients. All sorts of different things you can do with the import export feature. But we'll go ahead and start from one of the built-in templates here. We have a lot of different things. So let me show you kind of how this works. You have pro versions, which I do have my pro version activated here. You also have some free versions. So for example, this is a very simple one where the first page they land on is kind of, it has a landing page elements. It really sells you on the product, but it also on the same page, look at this, look how great this is. It actually has the checkout form embedded here in the first page. So there's no clicking through. That's pretty interesting. And it also gives you the thank you page here where you can see the very simple thank you page. So this is kind of a minimum viable funnel there. It's just 2 pages. You have some slightly more advanced ones like this evergreen product where it goes from having a landing page, which this entire page's purpose is to convince you on purchasing the product, but it's not actually a sales page. It shows you the price, and then if you click the Get Started Now, it'll take you to the checkout page. This has its own dedicated checkout page, but look here. This isn't like the WooCommerce checkout experience where that's not the most beautiful experience. This gives you any customization within your page builder that you like. You can put a picture of your product. Here's a checkout form, et cetera, and then that can take you to a customized thank you page as well, which can give you even more calls to action. Let's take a look at one last one. I think this is the one that includes, landing, checkout, thank you. I want to find one that shows you an upsell. So let's check out this protein supplement. Okay, perfect. So this is an awesome landing page here where it has a landing page selling you on protein, it looks like, to get you big and strong. And then during the checkout process, I like this checkout form. This is very, very nice. It has a bump offer built in here, which is something we're going to use. It also has an upsell where you can buy the shaker for save $30 on a shaker bottle. That's an expensive shaker bottle. And then the thank you page. So you can see you don't have to start from scratch here. You can really look for what you kind of want from a design perspective and functionality perspective. And we'll go and use this by clicking the import button. We'll also show you some customization we can do once we have the page fully imported. So you see, it's all the steps have been imported, and now here you go. So what that process has done is it's pulled in all the assets of the landing page and set the landing page up here. It's configured that page to automatically link you to the checkout page, which automatically is configured to sell that bump offer, sending you to an upsell, and finally a thank you page. So let's call this ebook funnel, and we'll go ahead and hit update here. Okay, so we're good to go here. Let me make this a little bit smaller. And now what we could do is let's view this as it is first. So we'll just open up this page and you can see this is our page now. They can edit this with Elementor like you'd edit any landing page of yours. But what's interesting about it is every one of these buttons is already pre-configured to send you to a specific checkout page. So let's take a look at what we like and don't like about this checkout page. So I like the customization, putting the product directly there. We'll update this with our own product. What I don't particularly like is that it's asking for things like the apartment, suite, and unit. Obviously, it makes sense for physical products because you're going to be shipping them whey protein, presumably. However, for our purposes, we're going to sell digital products, and we don't need those fields. So we're going to be able to customize and remove these fields in the checkout process here. You've got frequently asked questions. I really like this. It's great to have this directly on your checkout page. And you also have the bump offer here at the very bottom of the page, right next to the place order button, which when we click this, it should be adding additional as we create things, it'll add additional content to our order there. So I like a lot about this. Let's go ahead and start customizing this flow. And let's start with the first page first. So we'll go into edit here on landing page. And as we look at our options here, we have a template for page builders. The only thing down here for landing page settings is just telling you a specific link that will be put into the buttons that'll take them to the next step in the flow. So if you have 5, 6, 7 steps in your flow, this is going to be the next step link that will automatically detect where to send your users, and it makes it very easy for you to set up and work with. So let's go ahead and edit this with Elementor. Okay, so here we have our very familiar page building experience using Elementor. And so what can we do here? Let me just show you briefly what you can do to customize all this. We won't go through and change this around. Obviously, there'd be a ton of work, and it's not what you're here to see. So let's change the picture out to our own picture of our own little book. You can change anything. Obviously, this is all ready to go. 250% vegetarian, so extra vegetarian. All right, so you get the idea. All of this is completely customizable. What you want to see here, though, is that the link here is automatically going to take them to the next step. So it's already pre-configured for you. We'll go ahead and update this and exit to the dashboard. Okay, very good. So we can also edit the landing page here. So let's call this book-protein because there's a little bit of everything going on that page there. So we'll give this the step here. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Let me update it first. Updating the URL slug. I'm going to copy this address. I'm just going to keep that in a notepad. We'll be using that at the end here. Move this off to the side. Okay. So now we have our landing page configured. Let's go back and edit the flow here. So now let's take a look at our checkout page. But before we do that, let's disable test mode. And what that does is it's going to randomly show any products that are in your WooCommerce library into this page, but we're going to go ahead and configure this. So we don't need the test. We're going to configure it with the correct products. So before we edit the page itself, we're going to go down here to select products. And I think we called this, use the word reveal every now and then for fun because it's a very strong word. And then we'll apply the coupon. I think we called it 80. Is it 80 off? There we go. 80 off, thanks. So this is an 80% discount off of that book. And let's go ahead and hit update and save that. So immediately, if we were to go and take a look at this page, once it's updated, we'll open an incognito window. We should be able to see that we have our book added to the cart, and the coupon was pre-applied to get it down to $77 off or $19.40 for the book. So that's all working well. It looks good. Now let's take a look down here at the order bump, and this is enabled. You can quickly disable it here. Let's just show you if you disable it. Again, incognito window. So now we have the same page here, $97 here, but when you scroll down to the place order, that bump offer is no longer displayed. But I like the idea of having the bump. Can't really hurt you too much. You have a couple different styles you can play with. We'll select the product, and I think we called this companion. Ebook companion worksheet. We can select our own product image. So let's do that real quick here. Let's see here. Let's see what looks, let's say this guy. That's going to be too small. Let's say this is our companion workbook. Okay. And then you can customize all the content here. So let's say, get your companion worksheet. Easily succeed with our product with this companion guide. Okay. And so you can see here, just kind of scrolling through, discount type. So we can give a customized discount percentage to this bump offer. You could also apply a coupon here, your own, a different coupon even for that versus what we're doing for the product itself. So that's pretty powerful stuff. But let's say we're going to take 50% off of this companion guide. And let's go ahead and hit update so it can do the math for us and we can see exactly what it is we're going to work with here. Okay, so now we're here on our checkout page. We see our content, just reviewing it real quickly. Yes, I'll take it. Get your companion worksheet. So we can see the original price of the product was $27 as we set it up. And now the discount price is only a mere $13.50. You can also customize the styling of everything there, but we'll go ahead and go with it here. So let's edit this page with Elementor and just show you again the difference between what your page builder is doing in Cartflows and what the Cartflows settings are doing here. So here we are. We are on our checkout page. Let's do a couple quick things here again. Let's remove the protein and add in our own box shot image. So we have this here. Your dream body is just a click away. Let's say Your dream business is just a click away. You can put in benefits here. You can see they have an icon list, money back guarantees. You can drag and drop all this content. Would make no sense there. Let's maybe put Ariana Fox above our money back guarantee. And you can see it's also rendering our checkout code, our checkout process here, so we can really see what it's going to look like at the end of the day. And there's our bump offer that we configured. It looks really, really good, honestly. And what's fun is, check this out. So even though we're in our page builder, they have such a tight integration here, it's showing everything correct. So it shows our book in the cart, our subtotal, and the coupon code here for a total of $19.40. But if I click here, yes, I will take the bump offer. Check this out. So it's already updated our, oops, it's don't click and drag. It's already updated our cart to include the bump with the additional, now is that doing the discount correctly? I think it's doing the discount correctly because it was $20. Let's take a look at this. I'm not entirely sure if it's got the pricing right. So let's update this and get out of the builder. So anything outside of this zone here is going to be your page builder, editing content. You know, you can move the section around, all sorts of cool stuff. But this is all controlled. All the styling and everything is controlled within the back end of your WordPress dashboard. So let's take a look at that now that we've kind of previewed it and seen what we can do here. Okay, so the discount percentage should be working correctly. We'll test that when we go through the live checkout process. So like we said, the checkout design, all the coloring, the font, the size, all of this stuff you can configure here in the back end, and that will just update the actual checkout cart process on the front end when you're going through the checkout process. What you're actually putting into the page is simply this shortcode, this Cartflows checkout shortcode. You put that into a little shortcode widget on the landing page, and all of that is populated for you. So one of the things I didn't really like as we were going through looking at that was there's too many fields. We don't need all those fields to sell digital products. So what we can do here is enable the custom field editor, and we're not shipping anything. So we're not going to do a ship to a different address. We're not going to do any of these shipping fields here. Unnecessary. And even on the billing checkout fields, there's things that we really don't need. Do we need to know the company name? Not particularly. What country or street address they're coming from? I don't need that information. Do I need the zip code? No. Phone number, email address? I don't need phone number, but I do want their email address. So let's just limit this to first name, last name, and email address. You can also add custom fields if you want to, but I really don't want to. But let's show you as an example. Let's say we want to know, add it to the billing address area, and let's give this, let's give them a select. So beginner, advanced. So I'm just kind of giving you a way to even segment your customers here. Select your skill level and skill. So let's say we'll add this new field. So now you can see we have select your skill level is here, enable or remove. So let's just go ahead and hit update and see how this looks on the front end as well. All right, step is updated. So we'll open this in incognito. Let's go ahead and go full screen here. So now, boom, already our page is looking much better. The distance, this isn't a very long section any longer. It's almost the same length as the success stories on the side, which is great. Our billing details have been simplified down to first name, last name, email address, and now check this out. Select your skill level. So you can have this added into the order details and do with it what you'd like. And then you also have this order notes, which is optional, which we don't need to do anything with there. So we have our content. Let's just add this one more time and see what's going on with our pricing. 19, so from 20, there it is. Okay, so it's working correctly. I must have needed to update. So it went from about $20 to about $33, which is that $13.50 additional bump. So we're looking good here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this window. And now we're back here in our back end. Let's just update one more time for good measure. And we'll move on to our upsell process. Isn't this fun? I love this. So now we're going to the protein supplement upsell. Let's edit this step as well. And let's go ahead and add our upsell product. So I think we call this a one-on-one. special one-on-one consulting session. There we are. We'll offer them one of those, and then you can give, again, a customized discount percentage. Let's give them 35% off of a one-on-one hour session, and we'll update it. Okay, so it's got our pricing down here to, still a very pricey option there. Let's edit this with Elementor and show you how simple this is. So here, everything is editable with your page builder. There's no real shortcode to worry about. The only thing that's happening here is you've got two buttons on the page. One that's very obvious. This is the yes button. And so if we edit this button here, you can see this is giving you the link of WCF. So that's probably WooCommerce flow. Upsell offer is a yes. And then you've got this text down here. Let me select the text. Upsell offer no. So it's simply a yes and no option here. And then if they click the yes button, it will add the order. If they click the no button, it will not add the order. Pretty cool stuff. And this works with both works with both Stripe and PayPal. You have to do a little workaround for PayPal to make it all work. And let's pick. This looks like a consultation offer here. Let's go to our style and increase the width to about yay. Just take a look at it on mobile responsiveness as well. Everything's looking pretty cool. On tablet, not a big fan of how this looks here. So let's just do, we'll leave it for now, because obviously if you guys are using a page builder, it doesn't have to be Elementor. It works with Thrive. It works for any other page builder that's out there. So you just design it the way you like it. So we'll update this and exit to our dashboard again. And update the page. And everything on this is looking pretty happy. We don't need to do a whole lot more on the upsell page. Let's check out our final thank you page and see what our options are here. So here on the thank you page, again, you'd probably want to update these slugs yourself, but we'll keep it for now. So here we do have a shortcode, Cartflow order details. You can look at the design again. So these are the colorings of the actual content within that shortcode. And you can also show the fields. So whether you want to show the order details, the billing detail, all the details of the order itself. And let's see how the design looks. And we're very close to actually testing this and having our first working funnel using Cartflows. So thank you for your order. And here's where the order details would be. But because we're in the building process, there's no actual order to reference. So it kind of gives us some funniness there. So I'm happy with this. We could adjust the icons of where Facebook sends you to, and the icon here being a check, we can make it be a different check. So full customization here using your page builder of choice, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and exit to the dashboard one more time and update this page for the last time. So now before we test this, let's actually make a real call to action and show this flow working the way we want it to. So we're here on our homepage. Now, let's say instead of this being just a generic call to action, let's have this lead into a funnel. This is going to be one of the most highly seen and most visible buttons on our site. It's on our homepage here. So let's just go ahead and take the URL from the first step of the cart flow and paste it in there. And we'll hit update. And we'll exit to the dashboard. So now this is sending us into the entire flow. Let's just show you that real quick here. Here, let me get out of full screen. Okay, so we put that link into the first page here. And let's go ahead and do a little test. So we'll open the page in an incognito window. And we have WordPress Sales Funnel Success. Learn the keys to success. So we'll click Get Started. And this has now sent us into our own sales funnel. So if we notice here, any of these buttons is going to take us along into the checkout process. So we can kind of scroll through, see it, look at it in a bunch of different sizes, and we'll say, rush my order, $95. And here you go. So now we're moving into step 2 of our cart flow, which is the checkout page. And we have all the customization we made. We scroll down, we can see our email addresses, or our custom fields have been customized for what we need. So we'll go ahead and just put my information in, say I'm an advanced user. Thank you, Cartflows. I really enjoy using this software. It's really, really done a good job. And we can see here what we're getting, the secret book. And again, so just showing that value of going through this funnel. And you can add this into your messaging, but it's a $100 product you're getting for only $19.40. So that can, people have different feelings about that. People like it or dislike it. It's up to you. I've already pre-configured this website to have Stripe's test mode enabled. So I'll put in my information here. Put in some test information. And then right before hitting the place order button, you have the companion worksheet. So this is something very easily you can decide, yes, let me add this to my order. I'll click yes. I don't even have to go up and see what the new price is, but you can. And you should also probably include the price somewhere on the text. That was my mistake there. But as we scroll up, you can see you just added on $14 into your order. No big deal. I'll take it easily for the business of my dreams. And now when I hit place order, it's doing the transaction. But before, it doesn't just give you the thank you page. Now it's actually giving you an upsell offer. So again, I didn't really customize this all the way, but this is actually selling that one-on-one hour consulting. We'll go ahead and add it to my order. And you notice here, it's processing the order. Nothing needed to be done by the user. Just click one button. And now thank you heading. If we look at our order details now, we've purchased the book. That was the original thing that we got sold on. We added the bump offer next, which was an additional $13.50. And then we also took the one-click upsell for a whopping $297. So instead of just getting away with $19, which was the original offer, you actually sold them on $407, discounted all sorts of marketing goodness. Eventually, you earned $225.95. And the note here is thank you, Cartflows, because that was your order detail. So, and then all these buttons would be customized. You can send them to additional calls to action from the thank you page, all sorts of great stuff. This is an amazing software. It gives you so much flexibility. And let me show you now that we've gone through this flow successfully, how you can become better data-driven marketers using Cartflows. So let's go take a look at our ebook funnel again. And you'll notice here a little button off to the side, a little inconspicuous button called Analytics. And now we can see exactly what's going on, which is super, super cool. You can see here our gross sale is $225.95. You can see how many visits happened to the landing page, how many visits made it to the checkout page, which is kind of funny because more people found the checkout page than the landing page, but that was simply due to testing. You can also see how much money has come through from each step in the process, and et cetera, et cetera. So you'll be able to look at your conversion rates and do split testing and a lot of other amazing things as Cartflows continues to advance. One thing I'm noticing here is it doesn't look like it picked up my latest sale because that would have been the largest sale. So let me see if I go into my WooCommerce orders. Let's just do a little deep dive here. So this order was completed 2 minutes ago for $225. So there might be a little bit of a time lag to get everything. So there's the products we purchased. It's all looking right. Just a little bit interesting why it's not on the analytics here. So let's just do a quick little refresh. And let's check out the analytics. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was looking over here. This is just the bump offer. So it does show we've gotten $13 from the bump offer. It shows $225 is the average order value. The one thing that's looking not entirely fully correct yet is the revenue on the upsell page. I would have expected to see the upsell revenue there. But again, this is all very quickly put together, and this software is very new and up and coming. So I'm very, very excited for it, honestly. Let me show you that everything is going through as well. Let me open up my email and show that the order confirmation has also come in on email. So let me pull that up real quick. And here we are. So already I got my thank you for shopping with us, and you can see everything has been purchased like as a normal WooCommerce purchasing process, but it was done so much more elegantly. And what's amazing is you can have multiple of these flows intermingling, working with it together. And it's just a really, really awesome thing for people who want to sell products on their website. I want to show you real quick here while we're still here together. the page for Cartflows, the website, and show you some of the things that are coming that I'm extremely excited for. So here's the powerful features that don't stop here. Coming soon is A/B split testing. This is one of the big reasons why I'm a big proponent of Thrive Architect. The builder itself is very powerful. It's a little bit hard to use sometimes, but they have an amazing split testing engine built into the page. But if you think about all of your conversion focused pages, they're probably going to be part of a bigger flow, a bigger sales funnel. So when this feature set comes out for Cartflows, this could be an awesome thing for even your opt-in pages or other, any funnel in your website, from Facebook ads into a bump offer, all these different things. Split testing will be huge there. Cart abandonment is something that you can do with other premium WooCommerce extensions, but having this all put into this funnel system will be fantastic. Analytics and tracking, more templates are coming, countdown timers for scarcity marketing. Really, really interesting things they have coming on here. So I'm excited for being an early adopter of Cartflows. So there you go, guys. This was an in-depth tutorial, in-depth look at setting up your first sales funnel in Cartflows. There are so many extensions that you can do. If you look at our previous video where we talked through 7 different types of funnels you can put into your system, I think every single one of them could be implemented using something like Cartflows and maybe some other software as well. I mean, you can mix and match. That's the beauty of WordPress, is your creativity is really the only limiting factor in how you can run and operate your business. So I'm John from IncomeMesh.com. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and most importantly, if you want to give Cartflows a try and see some of the goodness that you can have on your own website as well, go ahead and head over to IncomeMesh.com/Cartflows and give it a try. They do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If we scroll down here, you can see here they do have risk-free for 30 days. Give it a shot. I love it. I'm never refunding it. I'm keeping it forever and ever and ever, and I will be using it on every website that I work on in the future. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.